It's time for Africa to assert its seat at the table. That was the recurring sentiment on the first day of Afreximbank's 31st annual meetings.
And it's a point that was echoed by Nigerian politicians and leaders who traveled the 10-plus hours from Lagos to the Bahamas.
First, it's important to recognize that unlike the countries that we're compared with, so we're compared to China or India. These are nation states by themselves. We are 54 countries, and if you add the Caribbean, we come 55, as someone suggested earlier. So it is a challenge because you have different entities, different countries making up Africa. But I think the important thing is to point everyone in the direction of benefit. How does it benefit us to be united? I think it makes plenty of sense. The AFCTA has already shown us that it benefits us to be united, because it means that every one of us can profit and every one of us can grow.
Looking for investment in his state, Bayelsa's governor was on a charm offensive for the South-South.
It's all about collaboration, partnership, industrialization, and investments. And that's why I'm personally leading the delegation of the Bayelsa team to this year's AGM here in Bahamas. And we are very sure that we are going to look out for a lot of private investors who will look at the peaceful ambience of Bayelsa, who will look at the opportunities that are bound in oil and gas, in agro-allied industries, and power and every other thing within our state.
Appearing virtually, Columbia University Professor Jeffrey Sachs insists Africa has the capacity to achieve sustained growth for the next 40 years.
You cannot operate in this world as a small country. Even the small countries that are successful are part of somebody's world. And Africa is too big to be part of somebody's world. It's got to be Africa as a fundamental pillar of the world scene. And now the African Union is the 21st member of the G21. This is very important, but it's not yet been used effectively. Africa has a seat at the front table, and it needs to assert its seat. Small and poor countries are rated lower, not whether they have worse growth prospects. Africa has brighter growth prospects, but they are mechanically downgraded because of size and scale and, frankly, a very analytically inappropriate set of standards. At a basic level, at an economic fundamental level, Africa has the capacity to achieve sustained growth over the next 40 years to 2063 of 7% per annum compounded.
Aliko Dangote agrees. He took to the stage for a conversation on how transformational industry can be used to build bridges.
I've discussed with St. Lucia, Grenada, Guyana. So I think at the end of the day, we might have an agreement as to say, okay, fine, we should help them to supply this product. If they have a big storage, especially tanks, fine. If they don't have, we might be able to build one and now take it from there. But I think they are better off importing from us than where they are importing today. They are importing from Mexico, but Mexico also is an importer. So I think that is a double handling. And I think if they work with us, life will be much, much easier, and it will be cheaper rather than people bringing in these petroleum products and killing them with prices.
Bringing the first day of meetings to a close, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu also shone a light on the importance of industry.
Is to come up with a strong Lagos Nigerian can-do spirit. You must be a self-starter yourself. You must indeed be clear that these steps that I'm taking, this goal that I need to achieve, I believe in it. So once that is in place with you, we now need to be able to ensure that we have an enabling environment. We don't want to crowd anybody. We don't want to be a stifling to any business, but we must have, the possibility of ensuring that our policies, our programs, everything we're doing is targeted at enabling the environment for businesses to thrive.
Day 2 will see the coming together of past and present leaders from African and Caribbean countries.
Absolutely, and it's also where we should see how their collaboration embodies this year's theme of owning our destiny, economic prosperity on the platform of global Africa.
Until then, it's goodbye from us.